Hello fellow painters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna dive a second time into the fantastical world of orcs, where even the paint job comes with a battle plan. And that's why for today the orc, next week he will be fighting a dwarf on a small diorama. I hope you're gonna enjoy the whole thing, but in the meantime, grab your paints, brushes, and let's start. Begin by creating a 50-50 mixture of Vallejo White Ink and Airbrush thinner. With a steady hand, apply the mixture with zenithal highlight over your orc model that has been primed in black. This technique creates a natural and dynamic highlight, enhancing the contours and details. Ensure an even and gradual coverage, focusing on the areas that would naturally catch more light. This initial layer sets the foundation for a visual striking contrast on your orc miniature. Prepare a 50-50 mix of Vallejo Light Red and Vallejo Wood, adding airbrush thinner to achieve the right consistency for smooth application. Apply this mixture as the primary color over the orc miniature, focusing on spraying it over the deep black shadows. Ensure a controlled and even application to achieve seamless blends and deep shadows. This technique enhances the depth and richness of the orc's appearance, providing a vibrant and nuanced color palette. Combine Vallejo Light Red with airbrush thinner in a 50-50 ratio, ensuring a balanced mixture for optimal airbrush application. With the airbrush positioned below the miniature, delicately spray the Vallejo Light Red mixture to reinforce the shadows. This technique adds depth and dimension to the lower regions, accentuating the natural shading. Maintain a gentle touch while spraying to avoid oversaturation, allowing the shadows to intensify gradually. This step contributes to a well-defined and visually appealing contrast on your orc model, enhancing its overall realism. Create a balanced 50-50 mix of Vallejo Wood and airbrush thinner, ensuring the right consistency for smooth application. Target the top part of the miniature with your airbrush, concentrating on the most elevated areas. Apply the Vallejo Wood mixture selectively to accentuate and highlight these prominent features. Exercise precision and control to achieve a subtle yet distinct effect, emphasizing the details on the upper regions of the miniature. These steps adds a realistic touch to the orc model, bringing out the textures and creating a visually appealing contrast with the underlying colors. Craft a 50-50 blend of Vallejo Ice Yellow and airbrush thinner, ensuring a smooth consistency suitable for airbrush application. With a focused approach, use the airbrush to apply the Vallejo Ice Yellow mixture exclusively on the most raised parts of the orc miniature. This step aims to accentuate light reflection, adding a dynamic and luminosity quality. Exercise carefully control over the airbrush to achieve a subtle and realistic effect, highlighting the miniature's elevated surfaces. This final touch enhances the overall vibrancy of your orc model, creating a captivating interplay of light and shadow. Form a well-balanced mixture by combining Vallejo Bloody Red with the airbrush thinner in a 50-50 ratio, ensuring a suitable consistency for airbrushing. Position the airbrush beneath the miniature and delicately apply the Vallejo Bloody Red mixture. Focus on the lower areas to create deep shadows, intensifying the contrast and adding depth to the model. Maintain a subtle touch while spraying to build up the shadows gradually, enhancing the overall definition and drama of the miniature. This step completes the shading process, giving your orc model a striking and dynamic appearance. Load Vallejo Beige into the airbrush, ensuring it is ready to precise application to highlight the skull on the orc's belt. Direct the airbrush toward the skull on the belt, applying Vallejo Beige as the main color. This step brings attention to this specific detail, allowing it to stand out against the surrounding colors. Control the airbrush to achieve an even and well-defined coverage on the skull, enhancing its prominence. The use of Vallejo Beige adds a distinctive touch, emphasizing this feature and contributing to the overall character of your orc miniature. Load Citadel Skeleton Horde into the airbrush, preparing to use it strategically to accentuate shadows and blend the previously applied colors. Position the airbrush beneath the skull on the orc's belt and apply Citadel Skeleton Horde. Focus on the lower areas to intensify shadows and seamlessly merge the colors for a cohesive look. Exercise precision while spraying to achieve a subtle blending effect, ensuring a seamless transition between shades. This step adds depth to the skull detail and harmonizes the overall color scheme on your miniature. Employ Citadel snakebite leather for the creation of deep shadows on the skull, enhancing its overall realism. With a targeted approach, apply snakebite leather to the recessed and lower areas of the skull. This step intensifies shadows, adding depth and definition to this specific detail. Exercise precision in your application to achieve a nuanced shadow effect. Snakebite leather contributes to the intricate detail of the skull, providing a finishing touch that elevates the overall visual impact of your miniature. Apply Citadel Skeleton Horde evenly to the bandages, ensuring a consistent and thorough coverage. This color choice impacts a weathered and aged appearance to the fabric wraps. Pay attention to details and texture, allowing the Citadel Skeleton Horde to bring out the intricacies of the bandages. This step adds character to the model, creating a realistic and visually engaging portrayal of the wrapped elements. Load Vallejo Beige into the airbrush, preparing for the first highlight on both the bandages and the bone axe of your orc miniature. With precision, apply Vallejo Beige to the raised areas of the bandages, creating the initial highlight. Additionally, use the airbrush to highlight the prominent features of the bone axe. Maintain a subtle touch while airbrushing to achieve a gradual and natural transition. This step adds dimension to the bandages and enhances the bone axe's details, laying the foundation for a nuanced and realistic portrayal. Employ Citadel snakebite leather for the main shadow on the bone axe, enhancing its depth and three-dimensional appearance. Position the airbrush below the orc miniature and delicately spray snakebite leather onto the lower sections of the bone axe. This technique intensifies shadows, emphasizing the contours of the weapons. Exercise control to achieve a subtle gradient, allowing the snakebite leather to contribute a rich shadow effect. This step adds a dramatic touch to the axe, enhancing its visual impact and overall realism of your model. Employ Vallejo Beige with the airbrush to correct and to refine the light sources on the bone axe of your orc miniature. Target specific areas on the axe where light would naturally hit, delicately applying Vallejo Beige to enhance the highlights and bring attention to these focal points. Exercise precision and control to achieve a balanced and realistic effect. This step ensures that the light sources on the axe are well defined, contributing to the overall visual appeal and authenticity of your miniature. Create a wash consistency by mixing Winsor & Newton burnt umber with mineral spirit. Apply the burnt umber wash generously over the desired areas of your axe, allowing it to settle into the recesses and crevices for added depth and definition. After the wash has dried, delicately remove excess pigment with cosmetic pads. This step ensures that the wash remains in the shadows, highlighting details and contributing to the weathered and textured appearance of your painted orc miniature. Utilize Citadel Screaming Skull for dry brushing on the axe, selecting a softer brush to achieve subtle edge highlights. With a gentle hand, apply the dry brush technique to the edges of the bone axe. This impacts subtle highlights, emphasizing the worn and weathered appearance while adding a touch of realism. Exercise control to simulate weathering effects, creating a textured and battle-hardened look on the axe of your miniature. This final touch enhances the overall visual interest and narrative of your painted model. Employ Vallejo Heavy Ochre for highlighting the fur areas of your miniature. With a fine brush, delicately apply this color to the raised section of the fur, accentuating its textures and adding depth. Exercise precision to achieve well-defined highlights, contributing to a realism and dynamic portrayal of the fur on your orc model. This step enhances the overall detailing and visual appeal of your mini. Create a blend of Vallejo Ice Yellow and Vallejo Heavy Ochre for edge highlighting on the skin areas of your miniature. With a fine brush, carefully apply the mixture to the edges and scars of the skin, enhancing these features with a subtle and realistic highlight. Exercise precision in your application to achieve a nuanced and natural effect. This dual color edge highlight adds depth and character to the skin, contributing the overall lifelike appearance. Prepare a 50-50 mix of Vallejo Sunny Skin Tone and Citadel Blood Angels Red to create a custom blend for scratches and edge highlights. After applying Citadel Blood Angels Red to the red parts of the armor, use the custom mix and the regular sponge to carefully create scratches on the tabard. This technique adds a weathered and battle-worn effect to the fabric. With a fine brush, apply the mix to the edges of the tabard for subtle highlights, enhancing the overall detailing. This step contributes to the narrative and visual interest of your orc miniature, showcasing the wear and tear of battle on its attire. If you like this one, leave a comment down below, like the recording, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you the next time. Bye bye!